Monday morning at the Morning Brew, and it's time to check in with our good friend from the Anderson School of Management at the University of New Mexico, where he teaches and does all sorts of things over there. Stacy Sacco.
Good morning.
Is here.
Good morning. How you guys doing? Happy Monday.
Are you an easy professor? Or
oh my
you,
God. I'm so tough.
He's got a very long list.
I think I have a reputation of being pretty easy.
Are kids scared? No. I'm sure.
Well, I
I'm
make
sure
it
they
fun.
love you. You're a
You're going to
sweetheart.
grind them up here at the end of the term?
Make it fun.
Yeah.
Well, they have to make presentations here in the next few weeks. Come on over. You can hear
That'd be
sales
interesting.
presentations. And
Very interesting.
yeah, they each have
you-
to sell something in class. So.
Well, every single thing you see here has been sold by somebody.
That's true.
So get them ready for the real world.
Terrific.
Well, you brought Justyna along, and I'm glad.
Yes, we're delighted to have Justyna. What we wanted to talk about today, because I've been focusing more each time I've come on niche networking, and the idea is, you know, there's different industry groups. In fact, if you looked at business, the Albuquerque Business First Book of Lists, they have around 48 different industry groups in there. And then I also have on NM Netlinks with some new jobs, by the way.
Right.
There's over 500 professional associations. So Justyna represents lots of organizations, including TED, but you know, her professional career is in cybersecurity, and it's a huge growing industry here. So I thought she could talk about some of the organizations and how do you network in that arena. So.
Absolutely.
And cybersecurity is a really big issue on everybody's mind after Heartbleed this weekend.
It is.
But this networking group, so what kind of things are you guys going to talk about, and what other people are you hoping to, what are you hoping to get out of this networking group with cybersecurity?
So there are several groups here in New Mexico, and it is a huge issue, like you just mentioned, nationally, and of course a global issue. And one of the problems that we keep running into here in New Mexico, and it is, you know, the same thing in other communities, is that people don't think that we'll touch them, that they are immune to them. Exactly, it won't happen to me. We're a relatively small state. We don't have a lot of headquarters here of big industries. So, you know, it's not going to happen here. And that is so far from the truth. We have Sandia National Laboratories, we have Los Alamos National Laboratories, and so on. And those are under constant attack from cyber criminals. So cybersecurity really should be a focus for any business and any individual. If you are doing online banking, if you are doing email, anything, even social media, security is a priority. So we have several groups here in New Mexico, and there is a move to position Albuquerque as a center for cybersecurity excellence.
Oh, really?
So it's a fantastic,
Why is that?
relatively new development. We have a huge need. I mean, it's a great sector to be in. It's not going to go away. The cost of cybercrime for the United States is more than $100 billion per year. And it's growing. The cyber threats are growing at about a rate of 25%.
You just said something that was very interesting. You said, you know, places like Sandia Labs and financial institutions, they get attacked every day almost, don't they?
They do. They do.
There's always somebody trying to crack in there, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. So cyber criminals, you know, they are just waiting for an opportunity to be able to get in and access that sensitive information, to be able to misuse that. So we are really in the business of protecting information from.
Yeah, and I was going to say, there's, I know she brought a list of some of the organizations that are meeting the next few weeks. So if you're interested in finding out more about a career in that area, or you have a business that's in that area, certainly you could give either one of us a call and we could help you in sending you in the right direction. But I thought some of these titles of some of these workshops that are coming up are pretty interesting.
Absolutely.
I don't even know what half of them mean, though, so maybe you can explain.
Justyna's here to translate.
I think I need some help.
Well, the next really exciting meeting is if anybody is interested in cybersecurity, and especially here in New Mexico, the New Mexico Cybersecurity Community Update that will happen this Wednesday at 11:30 to 1 p.m. And it is organized by the New Mexico Tech Council. So it's Eric and Jared Logan from Sage is very involved with that. And there are other groups and organizations, InfraGard, ISSA, ISACA, and all of these groups are outlined on the New Mexico NM Netlinks that Stacy curates.
Yes.
Wow. This is really important stuff, and there's this whole series of meetings latter part of this month going on into June, it looks like, that cover this topic. Are we kind of an emerging market for this sort of business, Justyna?
Yeah, I mean, this is really, we are on the forefront, and it's not going to go away. Cybersecurity
Right.
is definitely here to stay, and for us, it's very important to be able to be proactive about, thinking about security and securing ourselves also as individuals, not only as companies. So.
Well, I mentioned earlier, last night I got a call from Sandia Labs Federal Credit Union. Somebody had compromised my credit card.
Yeah, you were supposed to be in Hawaii.
And they're spending my card in Hawaii.
Yeah.
And so they were asking if I was in Hawaii and wasn't that fun. I said, no, I'm not in Hawaii. But maybe I can go for the court case.
Yeah, maybe you
Maybe
can.
they'll pay for that trip. I don't think so.
So should we be all changing our passwords right now as it relates to the Heartbleed?
You know, that's a great
Yeah.
question. Should we?
I always say better safe than sorry. There is a list out there where you can go online and check which websites have been compromised. A lot of the major ones, for example, Gmail. A lot of people use Google services. The advice generally it is yes, yes.
And if you change your password, you're safer, or is it just you hope you're safer, or it blocks them from?
So the Heartbleed was basically a flaw. It was a bug that was found out. And about just very recently. So it could have been leaking personal information for a very long time. So it's hard for us to be able to measure that. But yes, it's very important to have strong passwords. Do not use the same password for every website that you have out there. So change it up and make sure that it does contain uppercase and lowercase and different signs. So it's a strong one.
Just so I understand, these hackers, they have a computer algorithm that tries multitude of passwords to get into whatever account they're trying to hack. Is that right? Is
Yeah.
that how that works?
Yeah, I
If
mean,
you're
so,
the bad guy, what are they doing? How do they do it?
so they of course try to use different types of tools to crack the passwords. And if you are using safe websites, so the safer one with the SSL components, basically any website that has the S behind the HTTPS, you're a little bit safer. It's harder to crack those. So whenever you're accessing your banking website, for example, try and access that already with the HTTPS so that the connection is secure at that point. And that's what we've been dealing with the Heartbleed. That was that flaw in the SSL.
You know, I was going to say, she also, I'm not sure, is a senior vice president for Ultimate Knowledge Institute,
Right.
which is an organization that's based out of
California.
And what she does, so she works online, but they do certifications for people that want to work in this arena. So she's right on the forefront of all that
That's
going on
interesting.
nationally, but here.
Right, and so for me, the exciting thing is to be able to bring a lot of what's happening out there in the world, statewide, or across the United States and globally here to New Mexico, and be able to bring a little bit more focus on cybersecurity here to our community.
So this might be a good opportunity for somebody who wants a career change to get into a field that is just getting started and growing,
Exactly.
like you said.
Yeah.
Absolutely, and there's going to be, it's all very preliminary yet, but there are going to be exciting things happening in New Mexico in the cybersecurity space very quickly.
Well, that's
I
wonderful.
think the good news is that we're getting better at protecting our info now too,
Yes.
isn't it? So, man, if you want to hang out with all the cyber intelligence people, this is the one.
This is it.
I don't want to say the word geeks because we need these people.
Yeah, they're warriors.
They really are warriors, no doubt about it.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of companies, there are the companies, and then there are the individuals, and nobody really seems to think that they're going to be under attack. And for the companies, whenever we say that cybersecurity should be at the very center, they sort of look a little bit puzzled. But it really is. If you're locating your company to an area, you probably would not choose the most crime-ridden area of the city, right, to position.
Certainly.
So there's certain things you would think about, and it's the same with cybersecurity. It's very necessary, with the intellectual property nowadays. It's so important to think how to structure a business model to be able to secure the information that you have in your business.
I was going to say, I know we had a list of several meetings, but the next one, just as a reminder, is this one. Maybe just again, before we head
This
out of here,
Wednesday.
be a good one to talk
this Wednesday, absolutely. This Wednesday, it's April 16th at 11:30. It's again the New Mexico Cybersecurity Community Update, hosted by the New Mexico Tech Council. It's going to be a great meeting. They have great I think, pretty much monthly meetings with experts in the field. We've just had a high-level expert from Los Alamos National Laboratory speak, so they always have really cool speakers, and it's a great way to learn a
Now,
little
this
bit
one's
more
a
about
Big Bite. Do you know what Big Bite is?
Yeah, it's right over here. isn't it?
Right.
I've been in the facility. It's very interesting.
And that's a secure location.
That's a
for-
data storage
data
center.
Right.
storage.
It is.
It's a
So,
fascinating place.
Again, we're at the front of what's going on in that industry.
Yeah,
It's
they've been
really-
around a while, and since I was
Narissa.
in there several years ago, I'm sure they've upgraded it quite a bit. So very interesting stuff. Wow, it's great to have you on again, Justyna.
It's great
in
to
a
be here.
non-TED
Right.
topic.
Although
and-
your TED Talk was amazing too.
Yeah.
So, and so is yours.
Oh, well, thank
by
you.
the way.
Thank you.
Oh,
I tell
that's
you, they're looking
talent.
for new speakers. I
Yes.
know. Sign up.
April 25th is the deadline. There's still time.
Thanks for
Great to
having me.
have both of our guests here today. It's the Morning Brew for you on Monday. Amber and I will be back in a moment.